Hello everyone, good morning. I'm Rahi Kamerkar, student of Vivekanand College, Kolhapur. I'm completing my graduation in BA English. Today I'm here to give a presentation on feminism. On next slide, we will see what is feminism. Feminism is a movement characterized by various ideologies aimed at defining, establishing and defending equal political, economic, culture, and social rights for women. In general, feminists are people who try to acknowledge social inequality based on gender and stop it from continuing. Feminist points out that in most cultures throughout history, men have received more opportunities than women. The global idea of feminism refers to belief that men and women deserve equality in all, that is, opportunities, treatment, respect, and social rights. Feminism defines a political perspective. It is distinct from sex or gender. Women are oppressed by patriarchy economically, politically, socially, and psychologically. Patriarchal ideology is the primary means by which they are kept so. All of Western civilization is deeply rooted in patriarchal ideology. The main goal of feminism is to change patriarchy. On the next slide, we will see types of feminism. First, liberal feminism seeks individualistic equality of men and women through political and legal reform without altering the structure of society. Second, radical feminism considers the male-controlled capitalist hierarchy as the defining feature of women's oppression and the total uprooting and reconstruction of society as necessary. Third, conservative feminism is conservative relative to the society in which it resides. Fourth, libertarian feminism conceives of people as self-owners and therefore as entitled to freedom from coercive interference. Fifth, cultural feminism believes in encouraging feminine behavior rather than masculine behavior. Sixth, socialist feminism is a movement that calls for an end to capitalism through a socialist reformation of our economy, focus on economics and politics. On the next slide, we will see feminist critics. First, Mary Wollstonecraft, a vindication of rights of women. 1792. Women must stand up for their rights and not allow their male-dominated society to define what it means to be a woman. Women must take the lead and articulate who they are and what role they will play in society. Women must reject patriarchal assumption that women are inferior to men. Second, Virginia Woolf, A Room of One's Own. 1929, hypothesizes the existence of Shakespeare's sister, equally as gifted as writer as he. Gender prevents her from having a room of her own. She cannot obtain an education or find profitable employment because she is a woman. Her innate artistic talent will therefore never flourish, for she cannot afford a room of her own. And third, Samandhi Weber, The Second Sex, 1949, foundational work of 20th century feminism, declares that French society are patriarchal, controlled by males. Like Woolf, believe that the male defines what is means to be human. Since the female is not the male, she becomes the other. Fourth is Kate Millett, Sexual Politics, 1970. Woman and male conform to the cultural ideas established for them by society. Cultural norms and expectations are transmitted through media, that is television, movie, songs and literature. Boys must be aggressive, self-assertive. Girls must be passive. And fifth is Ellen Showalter, A Literature of Their Own, 1977, chronicles three historical and evolutionary phases of female writing. First, feminine phase, 1840 to 1880. Feminist phase, 1880 to 1920. And third is female phase, 1970 to present. Also coined the term gynocriticism. Here, gynocriticism has provided critics with four models that address the nature of women's writing. First, biological, how the female body marks itself upon the text. Second, the linguistic, concerns itself with the need for a female discourse. Third, the psychoanalytic, based on an analysis of the female psyche and how such an analysis affects the writing process. And fourth is the cultural, investigates how the society in which female authors work and function shapes women's goals, responses and point of view. On the next slide, we will see aims of female critics. Attempts to show the ignorance of women in traditional literature. Second, stimulates the creation of critical environment. Third, expansion of literary canon of women writers. And fourth, urges language transformation. And the second point is feminist critics examine that how women write their own experience and presentations and representations. Second, how women read about themselves. Third, how to make feminist readings visible to readers. And fourth, how women writers have fared in given eras. And sixth is how traditional texts by women are subversive of social order. On the next slide, we will see important key points. The goal of feminism is to change patriarchy. Second, Rousseau was philosopher and he said women should get education. Third, women's libertarian movement, it was started in 1913, right to vote. Fourth, the liberal feminism began after Second World War. Fifth, Kate Millett, Sexual Politics. Sixth, Virginia Woolf used term patriarchy. Seventh, Simone de Beauvoir was a French feminist and she wrote Second Sex. Eighth, John Stuart Mill, The Subjugation of Women, 1869. Sex is biological and gender is social. Last second point is Ellen Showalter coined the term gynocriticism. And last is feminine, that is womanly. These are some key points to remember. Thank you. If you like this content, please share, subscribe and comment. Thank you.